Hey everybody, welcome to this week's episode of the Pipeworks podcast. It is I, Lucas.
And I'm Nate.
And today we are doing something called rating my fridge because I need to make room because you can't see on the camera, but over here to the left of where we do the podcast is this huge
Gotta use a lot of directions.
I know.
Left, to the back left,
the back
down
left,
a little bit.
for the audio listeners. I have a huge stockpile of beer, and I have a little bit bigger than the regular dorm size fridge to put it all in.
Very specific.
I mean, yeah.
Oddly specific. Lucas wants to get rid of the mystery bag episode. Apparently it wasn't holding up for him.
It wasn't.
So now we're doing rating Lucas's fridge.
Well, the main problem that I had with the whole mystery bag episodes was that I wanted to give you ice packs for the cooler instead of just having a cooler with loose ice cubes running
because around. Loose ice apparently is not allowed.
And when there's a lot of it, it's fine, but not when there's like 8 ice cubes in a cooler to keep.
All right, it isn't just 8 ice cubes, sir. I take the whole tray out of the freezer and I pour it in there. And I don't have any ice left in the freezer.
Oh, the sacrifices!
It is hard.
It is hard. Is it hard to come by ice in your household?
Ice is rare, sir. I think our dog, well, it's funny because our dog Tupelo actually knows how to use the ice machine. He'll jump up and click on the ice thing. I think we've trained him not to do that anymore, but yeah.
Like dog's dumb.
That's why for the longest time we've didn't have ice because he was eating it all.
Does Kirby do it?
Kirby doesn't. Kirby doesn't know what's going on half the time, so he's just happy to be there.
So what is up with you and buying like dogs that like the lights are on but nobody is home?
I don't know. Tupelo is actually incredibly smart. You'd be surprised. He doesn't show it, but he is actually quite smart. He knows a lot of stuff. We actually want to try to get those, the little buttons that like where the dog will click on it. And
on like TikTok and stuff.
Yeah, we want to try that with him because we actually think he could be capable of doing that. He knows how to get his toys. Like we'll say he'll get a toy and he'll go get one. He just picks up on everything. He doesn't show it at first, but when you get to like actually see him for a long time, you realize he's actually pretty smart. Then you see Kirby. It also could be that he's like Kirby is just kind of like is so not smart that he kind of like makes Tupelo smarter. It could be that kind of situation, but
so like here,
I'm gonna leave.
What? I need a co-host. I need somebody to make me look.
We're looking for new applications here. Okay? I will be leaving. I'll give you my 2 weeks. I think I gave you my 2 weeks on the last podcast.
You give my 2 weeks every week.
Yeah.
Even before we start recording.
Yeah.
Because I usually don't have everything set up by the time you get here. And so
it makes me set everything up. Lives here, doesn't have it set up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll provide the beer, set up the episode, do the editing.
I need to come in here, talk, and then drink beer, and then leave. That's all we need. That's all we need. Anyway, so yeah, are we gonna dive into the first beer?
Before we do that, there is something I would like to bring up.
Okay.
This past week in the craft beer world, there has been a lot of sexual assault cases and cases of sexism and racism in the craft beer industry brought up. For those of you that don't know, there is this Instagram profile. Is that Instagram profile? Is that
Instagram account? Profile?
Yeah.
I don't know. Instagram.
She is named Rat Magnet, and she did this really great thing where she has been posting people's stories that they've experienced while being a part of the craft beer industry. And it's been eye-opening for me, honestly. I know personally I am a cisgender straight white male, and I do know that comes with a lot of privilege. And
it's good that you recognize that.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't.
I try to recognize my privilege, and it's just like as somebody who loves being a part of the craft beer industry, these were things that I have never experienced, have never witnessed.
Didn't know they were happening.
Didn't know that they were happening. I mean, I've spent a lot of my career in like the service industry, like just my working experience in the service industry, and there is a whole stigma with being in the service industry, and I've been witness to some stuff like that. Not sexual assault, but I've seen sexism in the workplace, and it's not okay. But I just wanted to say that here at the Pine Pals podcast, uh, we stand with the victims of these sexual assault cases and people that have experienced sexism in the workplace. And it's not okay. And as an industry as a whole, I think we have to do better. There's all of these stories. Like I'm still going through them. I was on part 4 of 10 now. It was 8, and there's
Wow.
new stories being posted daily. And a lot of these breweries that I've gotten beer from
Mm-hmm.
or have had at some point, and it's kind of like some of the people I knew,
Mm.
and it's like wow. I mean, you don't really know people,
Apparently,
I
you didn't
guess.
really know them.
Yeah, and it's. I don't want to sound like I'm the victim here because I'm definitely not. But you know what I mean? Like
no, I know what you mean. It's mind blowing. You don't.
yeah.
You think you know somebody, and then something like this happens. And you're like, wow, I didn't know this person, and it's crazy.
And like just
And it's wrong.
yeah, no,
It's
it's wrong, hands down. And it's just like as an industry, like I've never experienced it. Craft beer to me is fun, exciting. I look forward to having my own brewery one day. I work in a brewery now.
Mm. But it just sucks to know that there's people out there that are not having that experience.
Yes.
And are under this harassment, under this assault. So I definitely encourage listeners to look into what breweries these are and withhold from purchasing from them.
Yes.
Honestly.
Yes.
To just
I don't want to list any brewery names on here. I think that's for people to make their own
choices. Yeah.
And judgments on it.
I also wouldn't know which ones they are. But I do plan to get a list of the ones that have had these allegations against them, and
I mean,
here on out not do anything until I see what they've done to.
Like big names in the craft beer industry are stepping down from their positions because of it. Allegations being brought against them. And there are some places like their whole staff is walking out because they are not going to serve that beer until something is done about it. And it's great to see that type of response, but it's terrible to see some of the other responses that are happening and just like. I mean, I'm seeing stories of like basically victim blaming and stories of well. I mean, that's what you got to do in order to move up in the world. And, it's absolutely disgusting. And craft beer is fun. And craft beer is for everybody. And I'm tired of seeing all the gatekeeping. I'm tired of seeing, it's been a very eye-opening week for me. And I just felt like before we started this episode, we just needed to take a second and acknowledge that. And acknowledge our privilege because we haven't experienced that. And it's stuff as simple as stories of people saying, oh, I go into a bar or I go into a brewery with my girlfriend and they immediately just like, oh, do you want a seltzer? Oh, do you want a sour? And then they offer the manly beer, quote unquote manly beer of like the triple IPA or the bourbon barrel aged stout to the man that's with them and stuff like that. And then it's as low as I don't want to say low, but like stories like that compared to stories of just sexual assault that have been happening in these workplaces. And as an industry as a whole, have to do better. And I don't know. I don't know what to say. I really don't. It's been a eye-opening week. And
I mean, I guess the biggest thing you say is
Yeah,
what
it's-
is your personal action plan to this? What are you going to do to
I mean, definitely,
get involved and help support those who have gone through something like this? Is the
we're
big
definitely, yeah, try to be the best allies that we can be.
thing. Mhm.
And I don't know, I don't want to feel like I'm preaching to the choir here. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
get you.
like-
I get you. It's
we're two white men.
it's a heavy topic, and there's a lot to unpack from it and to understand. And like you said, coming from a privilege, it's not something that we like really expect or see, and we have to kind of unpack it and figure out what's
Mhm.
going on and what can we do to change. Am I doing this? Is this something that I'm doing? And do I have this bias that I'm unconsciously doing?
Mhm.
So how can we
Like,
identify that and make it a safe environment for everybody?
I had somebody tell me that they've been in the industry longer than I have. This person told me, and they've been in the industry a lot longer than I have. They've been in the industry for about 8 years, and they're in a position of power. And he has never done anything, but he doesn't know if there's maybe something that he noticed and he didn't do anything about, or like if there was something that he saw which could have been handled better.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in the same. I guess when he said that, I've been thinking about that because this whole thing, like the exposing of everything, started on Tuesday. I think
Okay.
that's when I found out about it, or Monday or Tuesday. I'm not sure, but I mean it's thousands of stories now. Like maybe not thousands, but definitely hundreds.
It's always weird to say like that's awesome to hear that these people feel comfortable coming forward, but
Mhm.
also it's awful the fact that there's that many cases
Yeah.
of that. Um, but those who have felt comfortable coming forward, everyone appreciates you
Mhm.
and the action that you've taken for that. I can't imagine what you're going through or what the nerves that you had to do to be able to come forward. I'm sure it was difficult, but we really appreciate it. And I hope anybody else who has experienced something like this in the craft brewing industry, I encourage you to come forward
Mhm.
and know that you're safe and you're backed up. You have allies, and there's people here to support you.
Yeah, that's well said.
Well said.
That's well
Nice.
said.
I think it was trying to sum everything
Yeah.
up. We kind of mentioned and talked through it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, as things unfold, more will be revealed. I think what we said now and what we can do at this moment in time, I think, is
Yeah.
set.
All right. Well, with that, would you like to?
Yeah.
Just-
What's the segue
The
into,
segue,
into
man.
drinking beer now? All right. Well, let's dive in. You had the first one over here.
So the first one over here is called 70 East.
70 East. So I'm assuming it's a Columbus
Yeah.
brewery. Okay, I saw that. So
Oh,
where
Columbus.
is it? A Columbus brewery or is it a Columbus beer? Because I thought the other ones also looked like they were.
Well,
Or is it a suburb
So-
around Columbus?
so I'm gonna look this up now.
What does it say?
Well, it says Drive Brewing Company, but it's in collaboration with Nowhere in Particular in Columbus, Ohio.
Oh,
So,
gotcha. Okay,
I don't know where Drive is from.
okay, gotcha.
Oh, Drive is also in Columbus.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
They're probably on the ale trail, so I'll have to check it out.
Yeah. Definitely have to look at that. But I'm also a big fan of this because their can logo looks like you can't tell.
Hold it closer. Luke.
I'm
Hold
trying.
it closer.
I'm
Luke.
trying.
It's closer to the camera.
I'm trying. It looks like the inside of the DeLorean. So
Oh, now I see it. Okay. Okay.
from Back to the Future.
Yeah, that's a movie. Let's mess with it. Did you actually know? Do you know
Picture.
there's the movie theater on High Street up in the short north? They actually had one of those parked out there when they were doing showings at the movie theater.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were letting people get in the front seat.
When I went to the not Columbus, when I went to the Ohio Renaissance Fair, they had somebody brought a DeLorean for Time Traveler Weekend.
Oh, okay. I was like, how does that incorporate into that?
Oh,
Gotcha. Time travelers. Gotcha.
and since my birthday is October 21st, the day that they go into the future.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
So, are you trying to tell me that you're a time traveler?
I may be. But this is a double New England IPA. The hops they used are Citra, Amarillo, and Mosaic, and 8% ABV. And the reason that I have this is because on June 5th, Saturday, June 5th, there's going to be a sour and saison festival. You want any more?
No. Are you looking at this big boy from the can here?
That's just 2 pints there.
No, it's just 2 pints. Just 2 pints.
It's 4.82.
I know, but I'm saying like, I got dry.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to have the whole can.
Yes.
But anyway, back to what I was saying.
Yes.
So rudely interrupted. They are, I believe it's Drive, that they're hosting a sour and saison festival, which the brewery that I work at, the Crooked Can, is going to be a part of. Unfortunately, I will not be able to attend.
Rip.
I know, excuse me. But, so they came to drop off a poster, and they dropped off some beer for us. So
nice.
This is one of the cans that they gave.
Were the other 2 also, or were those ones you picked yourself?
No, those other 2 that I have were from them as well.
Okay.
Oh, that smells good.
Yeah, it smells delicious.
And it's perfect. I mean, now that it's like 90 degrees outside, this is when I start drinking the New Englands and the heavy, juicy boy.
Let's step in.
It's not as hoppy, which I like, and it definitely has that, like a little bit of
It's a smooth.
It's very smooth, yeah. It does have the juicy notes, which I thoroughly enjoy. What do you think of it?
Highly impressed. I don't know what I was expecting.
That's fine.
Like, nothing is really standing out to me as being like, oh my gosh, yes. It's also not terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think I'm like impressed by it. Like, what makes this stand out from any other kind of New England IPA?
I don't think it does. I think that this is just their New England,
their core one.
Yeah,
well, it's collaboration. That's why I feel like.
Well, I guess that could be too.
That's why I feel like it should have some kind of like
pizzazz,
uniqueness to it,
of
some sort. But I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to. But I feel in that way, if it's a collaboration, it's got to have like some uniqueness to it.
To me, this is just like a classic summer sipper to me. Hot outside, get a nice juicy IPA.
I don't know. This is like it's bad for me because like I don't hate it, but someone in my mind was telling me there's just something missing. But
do you want to call
it? Yeah, you want to call him real quick? Get him on the phone. Hi, you're on the Pipe House podcast. Yeah. Really liking the like. It's definitely like it stays on my like taste buds afterwards.
On your palate.
My palate, taste buds, palate. It's not record, but like it just. Yeah, meh for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it just got in my mind because it's collaboration. I'm expecting something a little bit more different, but I mean, like, as just like a base New England IPA, sure.
This might be. I mean, I know it's not from. Well, the other one that I had from them, that West Coast IPA, that's also a collaboration with no one particular.
Oh, really?
Do you think we're supposed to do the East Coast? Because New England IPA, and then you think that they did like a West Coast and a East Coast version? You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Huh. I guess we'll find out later.
I guess we will. It's true. It's a whole festival for it, isn't there?
Well, that festival is for sours and saisons.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I'm good to give it a rating.
Okay. Do you want to explain our rating system here on the Pipe Pals podcast?
I can do so, yes. So here on the Pint Pals podcast, we've got the Prost rating system. I feel like we just need to have an animation and like a cool narrator.
Well, when you make one, I can put it
Do all this. Maybe we can get Alex to do it. He's got a great voice.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Prost system is an acronym, and so it stands for P is our lowest rating, which means probably won't drink again. R is regrettable. O is optimistic. S is
satisfactory.
And T is terrific. And so for my rating for this 70, was it 70 East?
Yes.
Yeah. Now I'm understanding what you were saying with that. Is that what you were talking about when you were talking about the East and West? Was the fact that it's 70 East and 70 West?
No.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute.
Why didn't they do a West Coast IPA with 70 West?
Well, I'm gonna look at their West Coast IPA and see if that's what it's fucking called.
I don't think it was. It was something else. But anyway, like, I think I'm gonna go with an O for this. A high O, though. A high O. That was a dumb joke.
Oh, it's
it's just like some Lucas said that. Yeah, I'll give it a high O just because.
Yo, it is. It's called 70 West.
It is 70 West.
Oh, look at that.
All right, that's pretty creative. That's pretty good.
It's called Nowhere Particular Bus. Oh no, it's called 70 West. It just got a little sign here that says.
That's clever. I give props.
I like that.
10 points to Gryffindor for that. That's impressive.
Wow.
We're connecting all the dots here. That's what we're doing. We're connecting all the dots. Yeah, I'll go the high up for this. I know. I keep saying it now. I can't unsee it in my head. What about you?
Well, now that I know that we're a bunch of idiots, I'm gonna give it a high O as well. Now that we figured out the whole name joke, damn, we're dumb.
We're professional, I promise.
I'd say fairly good.
Yeah.
New England IPA. I enjoy it. If I saw this, I'd probably pick up a 4-pack, or I'd definitely have it in the tap room.
I think it'd be cool to try it on tap.
Yeah.
Just to see. But it wasn't anything that just really stuck out to me. I mean, if I saw the New England IPAs and this one was next to another one, I don't know if I'd probably go for another one than this, but.
Are you ready to move on to the next one?
Finishing it, so that's what matters. I mean, no. I mean, like I'm finishing it, so I do enjoy it. There's something. Maybe I'll change my mind after a while. Maybe I'll change my mind, but I'm optimistic. So there's a possibility I could go up to an SRT at some point. What's the next one here? First off, I love the can on this one.
So we're gonna talk about that.
Okay.
So the next one we're doing here is Blood of the Unicorn from Pipeworks Brewing out of Chicago.
I know the place.
Yeah, I know you do. And since you will be returning to Chicago, you should get more Pipeworks brew.
I wonder where they are based in
Chicago.
Well, Chicago's so big. I was curious, like, where at in Chicago they're located.
In a building.
Probably in a building. That would be
street.
good. Yeah, probably be good. Probably be the best to have it outside.
But this is a hoppy red ale, and I do have to say I am a big fan of this artwork as well. It's a knight with a sword riding a unicorn that's covered in blood. So
Fits it pretty well.
yeah, there's that. They also have one of my favorite beers. It's called Ninjas vs. Unicorns.
I feel like it's a card game.
I thought it was Ninjas vs. Pirates.
Maybe that's it.
But I got this through. I decided to pull the plug. Pull the plug. No, pull the trigger.
You're pulling the plug. Oh well, that's the last episode of Group Podcast. See you guys later.
I've decided to pull the trigger on getting a beer order from
where?
From Halftime Beverage out of Poughkeepsie, New York. They're the ones that provide the beer for the beer festivals that we. Well.
That's right.
I decided.
Are you going by when you go to when you go?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try. Okay. They're an hour past my parents' house. But I decided to, you know what? I'm gonna give just do a regular order and give it a try. And I saw this, and they have a build your own. You can build your own six pack. Like you can order just a single can of beer, which I did here, and just mix and match for your order. And I thought that was really good. And I've been waiting to try this one. And I don't think, I mean, I've had red ales before, but I don't think I've ever had one that was like called a hoppy red ale.
Hoppy red ale. I don't know if I've had a red ale.
Yeah, you have.
Have I?
Irish red ale.
True.
And stick. No, that's an amber. Well, I guess the amber red ale. I mean,
actually, I don't think I've had stick.
You didn't have stick?
Is that Seventh Sun?
No, it's North High.
North High. Yeah, no, I haven't had stick before.
I don't know if we'll ever have it again.
This is of art.
Yeah.
I'm really fascinated by the color.
It looks nice. It looks beautiful. Yeah. It's. Oh.
Yeah, I saw some sediment in there. Not as much as you had, but
we'll definitely see how this is.
Yeah.
6.5% ABV.
You know, like that's yeast, right? Or...
No, but it was packaged December of last year.
Yeah, I don't have as much as you, but you also have the bottom of the can, so.
Yeah. That might be yeast. Yeah, let's just go for a sip.
Alright.
And then we'll find out real fast.
I don't get hoppy at all.
I get little hops, but it's. We should have had this beer months ago.
Why?
This fresh is probably delicious.
How long ago was the can?
December.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So I think this beer has died off.
Did you have it for that long, or did you get it?
No, I didn't have it for that long.
They sent it at that.
I got this one. When did I do the first beer festival?
Oh, gotcha. It was part of that.
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
It wasn't part of that, but I got it a couple weeks after that festival.
Yeah, I don't. What? You say you get hops, but I don't get anything.
Well, I think I got it just because I had the bottom of the can. And like the hop fragments and the yeast fragments, I think, fell to the bottom. Because, I mean, like that alone right there, you can tell it's just like there's shit in there and it's falling to the bottom.
What are your thoughts? Do you want to skip doing a rating on this one just for the sense of we aren't getting a full experience for it?
Yeah, I don't think I can judge this one fairly. Maybe next time that I'm, when I'm out there, I can maybe pick up another can.
I could probably pick some out.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. That's true.
Literally just had this conversation like a second ago.
Yeah. And write that down.
Write that down. Yeah. Chicago.
Pipeworks Brewing. Oh, and you're also going to Michigan? Right, Holmes Brewing on that.
This is what we do in the middle of the pond podcast.
Yeah. People want to know where we're buying our beer
Holmes Brewing?
Yeah.
Have we had any of those before?
No.
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 I'm on the Upper Peninsula, so I don't know where they're located, but
wait a
if
minute.
they're along the way, sure.
Well, wait a minute. You to get to the Upper Peninsula, you're not driving through Michigan, right? You're driving
through, and then you take a ferry to it.
Oh, okay.
Is that how you do it? I don't know. All I know is I'm just gonna put it in my GPS.
I thought you went
and when I get there, I get there.
I thought you had to go around.
I might. I don't know.
But the ferry makes sense.
I mean, if not, I'll look it up. We haven't really looked into it, but either way, we're going to Chicago.
Why are you going up there, Upper?
What was that?
Why are you going to the Upper Peninsula?
Oh, there's some amazing camping.
Oh, okay.
sites up
You're just
there.
going camping up
Yeah,
there.
yeah. We're going like right in the middle of the peninsula, so yeah. I'm excited for that.
Well, that's kind of a bust on this one, but I mean,
it
happens.
I mean,
I
it's
didn't
good that
realize
we-
that it was canned in December. I would have.
Yeah, no, it's a good idea that we had the mindset to not rate it because that would be disappointing and rude.
But I mean, it looks like it didn't hold up its carbonation pretty well. I'll say that. So,
yeah,
it was canned well, but there's definitely floaties, sediment, and it is not the quality that they probably.
we got a little more hops now, but I
Yeah.
won't push forward more with that.
Yeah.
This next one though
This next one, though,
is the baby of Lucas. The Lucas baby.
You say baby of Lucas, but it's really not.
Lucas has been talking about this for
I've
months.
been talking about it for months because I was very excited that that the head brewer. I went to the office one time and he asked me to come up with a list of beers that I would like to try, like that we could. Any ideas that I had, and this is the idea that we went with.
Can I say? Because I remember you talking about how you were trying to think of a name that was funny.
Yeah, that's not my name.
You didn't come up with this one?
No.
Oh, who came up with it?
Zach did that.
Oh, Zach did. Okay. I like it. It's clever.
Yeah.
Right?
I had some other ones, but he wanted one that wasn't used by a different brewery, just because.
Is that part of the qualifications of being a brewer? Is
No.
you have to be able to come up with fun names?
I mean, I don't think it's a qualification, but it definitely helps.
If you put one thing on your resume, I can make really cool names for beers. Hired. I guess I cut my nails recently, so I don't have anything else to do.
Oh.
I know. Poor Nate.
Oh.
Poor Nate.
I'm not sure
Ooh,
the color
I
of
like
this
that
one.
color. This is the Goza? No. Wait,
It is. It's a watermelon goza.
I'm obsessed with this color.
Mhm.
I'm obsessed with this color.
That is from the watermelon.
Oh,
we
that
used.
is. So did you guys actually cut up pieces of the watermelon?
Absolutely
or
not.
No, okay. Just
Watermelon is
extract?
like 90%. It's puree.
Up here, right? Okay. That is.
Because I mean, if you use the actual fruit, I mean, watermelon is.
That's. Well, I got a seed. Is that a watermelon seed? I don't know where I just found the seed from. It
Oh,
looks,
that probably.
looks like a sesame seed.
Yeah, I have everything bagels for breakfast.
Oh.
So that probably fell off my shirt this morning.
Oh, I'm so obsessed with this color.
There's a little bit left in here.
Yeah, I might have some. A little bit. I just gotta. I got a small glass for this one, so it's gonna. Wait. Oh my gosh. I can sit here and watch this all day.
Watch what?
Just watch the carbonation
color?
rise with the color. It's quite mesmerizing. I'm not gonna lie, it is quite.
I'm glad that you're blown
mesmerizing.
away by that.
It almost looks like Code Red.
I guess a little bit.
Fruit Theater? You
No,
finally
it's
get
not.
the Fruit Theater?
No, I'm not giving
Ah.
you fruit. Different brewery. Different style of beer.
Smells a bit interesting. So remind me, gozas are with salt?
Yep.
Sea salt?
Or
It's just a salt in general.
Yeah.
I guess. Okay.
but most likely sea salt. That's what we use.
Smells interesting.
So watermelon puree.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, let me get a glass of water here real quick and then let's dive into this.
Cleanse the palate.
Mm.
Oh god.
Am I allowed to give my honest opinion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what this whole show's
Okay.
about.
Well, I don't want to get fired if I piss off the boss because I didn't like his beer.
Well, just keep that in mind.
Alright.
I knew you were gonna like it.
Fuck.
I knew you were gonna like it. It's so fucking good.
Oh my god. Wow. Yeah. For the rest of it. That is straight like.
Do you think Alexis would like this?
I think so. You want to say something for it? We're gonna get a third opinion.
Yeah, we're gonna get a third opinion.
We're gonna get a third opinion here while I talk about this. No best idea to describe it. Wow. So. That is straight watermelon. Like. So Lucas did a good job. You got a lot of
Look, I didn't brew the beer.
I helped in the process.
I did help with the process.
That's all that matters. You can't. I mean, the process is what makes the beer.
No. Come back. I can have this though.
What is that? The rest of
That's
it?
the rest of it.
Left in here.
That is good.
It's good, right?
Definitely gonna get.
And
Wow.
that's how you know it's good, because Alexis, my fiance, likes it, and she doesn't like any beer.
And there it is.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say any beer, but her.
It's a unique taste to beer. This is
Very watermelon.
right.
Yeah.
It's just like a straight watermelon.
And it's light.
What's interesting though is that people put salt on their watermelon to bring up the flavor,
That is a thing.
and so it kind of just works really well with this being a goza, having salt and watermelon. It kind of just works out.
What if you did a salt?
Well played. Well played.
Salted what?
rim?
I guess you could do a salted rim on this. That would really bring out the
Good.
saltiness.
Like the saltiness isn't too bad on it, like in the goza itself.
Mhm.
Headbrewers. Zach is his name?
Yep.
Zach and Lucas. Well done.
Again,
Well done.
Zach brews the beer.
It's the
I
team.
put it in the kegs. I transfer
But it's
it
the
to the bright
teamwork.
tanks.
Listen, it's the teamwork that makes it, all right?
Yeah, if you weren't-
Everybody's a team.
If you weren't doing your job, then this would never be completed.
That's not true. It would be somebody else doing it.
Well, somebody had to do the job. You just happened to be the guy. It's this one.
We're not talking about that one.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Not that it was bad. It was
What's this one?
not.
That is a
Okay.
double New England.
Oh, I'm not doing the
Yeah,
job.
probably not. But maybe for the next one. This is a sour, right?
What? No, it's barely.
No, it's barely stout. Never mind. Okay. For some reason, I thought it was a sour, just because I thought of the fruity apple cinnamon. So, all right. So, I mean, do you want to talk? Since you obviously were in the hands-on experience of making this beer, do you want to talk about like what all went into it, or how?
Watermelon puree,
All right. And that's it.
salt.
So
Corn.
I don't know what I don't know.
You want me to
exactly
divulge company secrets? Is that
Give
what
me
you
the
want?
secret recipe so I can brew it at my own house. That's what I want to do. I'm gonna go out and buy a home brewing kit so that I can go ahead and make
Do
this.
you want to buy a home brewing kit?
No, probably not. I don't have the patience.
What do you mean patience?
Mm.
I'm getting
I can't even do it.
I'm getting a new home brewing kit.
I can't even do a garden because I don't have the patience to wait for things to happen. You know what I'm talking about?
A garden and brewing beer is completely
But
different.
you have to wait for the beer to obviously.
That is
ferment.
correct.
Yes,
Yes.
that's patience.
Ah,
Lucas. That is patience.
That's why you want me to have it. You can just come over for brew days, and then I'll tell you when it's ready.
Yes. Less work for me.
Everything has to be less work for you.
Think smarter, not harder, right?
Yeah. Think smarter, not harder. Somebody else has to do the work. But fun fact: this is Zach's first time making a goza.
It's impressive.
Yeah,
That is
He knows
impressive.
his stuff.
Wow. How did because you had to clean the tanks really well after sours, right? So how did that all go?
Clean the tanks really well after every beer.
Every beer. Oh no, it's right. So it's if you don't clean them well enough, everything turns into a sour. That's what.
Yes.
That's what
Yes,
it is.
yes, yes,
That's
yes.
what it is. Okay.
Or can, yes.
Wow. Man, I want to sit outside.
It's
in the
refreshing.
sun, by the pool, beach, whatever. And just drink a lot of this.
This
The
is
fact
one
that
of
it's
the
also
beers
the
that's going to
4.2.
the festival.
What was that?
This is one of the beers that's going to the festival.
I sure hope so. No, I've had 2 other beers from you guys. They've always been good. This one though is just boom. You guys are on something maybe making more good as this now.
I hope so. I like Gozes a lot, and I don't know. Definitely.
How is it? How long has this been out? How long have you guys had this? No. Or is it like relative to like this past week?
When did I?
520.
Yeah, that's when it got put on draft.
Okay, so it was 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, I'd like to know how the reception is from people with this because this is
Very good. We've already sold a lot of it.
really hands down amazing. You guys gonna run out of it? Do you feel like you guys might run out?
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
I know the plan was to like have this for Memorial Day weekend, which is next week. But if it makes it to Memorial Day weekend, I mean,
is it hard to make more? Like, how long the process is that? to make more?
it's I mean, it's a couple weeks for a beer,
Okay.
especially the volume.
Hmm.
Because this was a 15 barrel batch, so.
Well, if you wanna give me some more, I'll pay.
Okay.
A bunch of it. I'll pay. For it.
Or you could stop on your. We record this in Hilliard, and that's where the Crippin'
It's
Can
true.
is.
It is. It's just down
right.
the road. It's literally down the road. I might stop by and get some.
Are you serious about that?
Yeah, actually, I'm serious.
I'll go
You
with
wanna
you,
go with me?
and you can
Let's do it.
do a tour of the back. I'll take you.
Hey, look at that! Look at that, guys! It's happening. It's finally happened. Lucas is gonna let me in the back room to explore the brewery.
Yeah. It's good.
God,
It's
I can't.
so good.
I'm gonna go ahead and 0 rating as a high tea.
I am.
I am.
And
I genuinely.
And remember when we had that conversation about yes, since you work for the brewery,
I know, and I want to
make
be
it clear.
I had to make it clear that I can be honest, and I'm being 100% honest. This is.
I'm gonna give it a high tea as well, mainly because these hands have touched it.
These hands.
And
Not a biased review at all.
no. I thoroughly enjoyed this one, and I've had watermelon gozes before, but this is one that I'm going to be upset about when it's gone.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm already thinking of my initial reaction. Because I haven't reacted to beers that often. I think the only beers I've ever really acted like that was there was the one from Toppling Goliath, and there was the 2 Christmas beers. It was the Citra Noel and the.
Man, you really like that one.
Citra Noel was really good, but it was the Saucy Brewworks was the other one, the 3 Hoes.
Yeah.
Those were all.
That's somebody we should get on the podcast. They just opened a Christmas tap room.
Are they really?
Yeah, not that long ago. I was still working at Giant Eagle.
Just a tap room, not a brewery, but just a tap room.
I don't know if they do production as well, but
because they're from Cleveland, right?
yeah. I mean, honestly, if they had the money, I would do that instead of shipping beer over here. Like, I mean,
True.
Crooked Can. We're the Ohio branch. It started in Florida.
It's so funny to think about.
Yeah, right.
Are they having this down in Florida? Because they better.
Nope. Nope.
You need to, because I'm sure that'd be a great place to drink that one. All right, so this last one here, I don't know why I keep looking at it and thinking this is the Nickelodeon sign, but anyway, it's almost.
It does look like that.
Yeah. It says almost Apple Brandy Jacks. It's like the off-brand of Apple Jacks, and I love it.
This is one that I've been sitting on for a while. I've had didn't we have it in yeah in part of the Texas beer we had the banana.
Is this from them?
That's This is a leftover from
Yes.
that breakfast.
Okay, so
Saturday morning breakfast.
this isn't from the Texas podcast. This is from
That's from the Breakfast Saturday Morning Cartoon Festival.
okay.
And I've been sitting on this one for a little bit.
Woo, 11%.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Like
it's with
this.
aged in brandy barrels.
So it's a blended part of your balanced breakfast. This mixture of apple brandy, barrel-aged imperial stout with Vietnamese cinnamon sticks, and Applejack cereal is sure to start your day off strong, very strong. Did you like Apple Jacks?
I love Apple Jacks. My favorite cereal.
I did like the commercials. Here I come, cinema. No?
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Growing up, I wasn't allowed to have sugary cereals.
Oh, really?
But
Okay.
this is where I was okay with having Apple Jacks. Like, they are not as sugary as, let's say, Lucky Charms. Or,
How though? Literally, you can see the sugar crystals
It's
on
cinnamon.
the edge of. Well, yeah, but it's also sugar.
Yeah, but I mean,
cinnamon sugar. But yeah, no, I get you. I don't know. I was always a Fruity Pebbles person. You can never find Fruity Pebbles beer.
they make those.
I'll give it one. Apple Jacks was always kind of like, oh, okay. Mom brought home Apple Jacks. Sure, I'll go for it.
I love apple cinnamon. Apple cinnamon anything.
Apple cinnamon's great. Apple cinnamon is really good.
The apple cinnamon Nutri-Grain bar. Those are my favorite.
Yeah.
I've been sitting on this one for a while.
There was no can on the bottom, but it's a stout. The stout's really for your
High ABV stout, you're fine.
my favorite. Woof. Oh man,
Oof.
just burned off my eyebrows.
So
I can definitely smell the apple.
this is going to be okay. So, oh my god,
I can smell the apple.
oh my god.
Straight apple.
Well, that's what you can. So I can smell the booziness.
Oh no, I can smell the vision. That's why my eyebrows burned off. But
Oh my god.
like I can smell apple.
But I had because of COVID, draft sales went down.
Mhm.
Production, like can sales, went up, obviously.
Yeah.
And so I haven't been going to bars or restaurants. And sometimes when I go to those places, I would get cocktails. And that was like my little bit of hard liquor that I would have.
Am I allowed a little bit of hard liquor?
Well, it wasn't so much that. It's just I prefer beer, but I would have a cocktail every now and again. I haven't had liquor in quite some time. Now, I know this isn't going to taste like straight liquor, but when I made that video,
Oh my gosh, yes, with
Yeah.
the whiskey. Is it whiskey?
the Woodford
bourbon?
Reserve, yeah, and I was like,
Nope,
nope, I can't
I
do
can
this.
see your face.
Oh god, I was like, oh man, this is
No.
a wake up call.
I don't mess with straight liquor.
So-
unless it's rum, I can somewhat handle, but everything else, no.
So
It's
I'm
out.
a little smidge.
You getting some like bad memories now? thinking
No,
about
I'm
smell?
just like, not the smell. I'm just like a little bit concerned because of that booziness. Then my body's gonna be like, nope.
No, all right. I'm getting like I know you can obviously smell the business, but like you're not getting apple at all. Like when I smell it, I
I'm getting
smell.
apple.
I think of like when my family makes apple butter, and the night before they're always peeling apples, so like over it smells like apples.
Mhm.
That's exactly what it smells like.
Again, apple butter. Just
Still need to get you some down.
yeah. Just not a thing where I'm from. Also, no bake cookies, not a thing.
I don't really like no bake
I
cookies.
love no bake
Not a fan.
cookies and Buckeyes. I love Buckeyes.
I mean, I do like the oatmeal chocolate no bake cookies. Those are okay, but like anything else is
There's other no bake cookies.
Are those the only kind of no bake cookies?
Those are the only ones I've had.
Maybe that is all there is. Maybe I'm thinking of something. I might be thinking of something else.
I remember when we went to Bluff.
Maybe I do like that.
And I would
I
get
remember. Did you have home ec in high school?
No.
Okay. Well, I had home ec, and that's where you learned how to sew, how to
I wish we had
cook. Yeah, you know, the things that you were supposed to learn to be an adult.
that. Yeah.
And then
Did you learn how
and then
to
they
do
took it
taxes
away.
in there?
Didn't learn how to do taxes. No.
Did you learn how to do a resume?
I learned that in college, honestly.
I learned that in college as
Yeah.
well.
It would have been nice to, have it in high school. But
Yeah. You know what they should also do? Like anybody who's 18, they should just take a day in June. Just make sure everybody's registered to vote. If you're 18.
For real, though.
You
Or
know
that should be like something you have to do when you leave. Because I mean, most people that leave high school are 18 or at least 17. So
I was.
I
17
feel like when you leave high school, you should have to at least register to vote. That way, it baffles me how many people are not registered to vote.
Well, I mean, they made a big deal out of me register. Oh well, I guess that's a different topic. I was gonna say me registering for the draft when I turned 18.
Oh yeah, that.
Had to do that.
Let's dive into this. I know we're holding off because you're worried about that.
I'm not worried about it. I'm excited about this, but usually with my barrel aged stouts, I get them and then I set them in my cabinet and I forget about them.
You let them go.
And I just forget about them for years. You ready?
Yeah, let's do it. That is good. Was not bad at all. There's a little bit of afterburn.
I'm not getting.
You're not getting the apple?
I'm not getting. No. I think we should have had this earlier to get more of that cinnamon.
But I feel like isn't it with stouts they just keep those flavors for a long time? Was that always the case?
Some of this stuff. Well, I mean, something like cinnamon isn't gonna hang out for that long.
I don't know. I always associate apples with cinnamon, so I think sometimes the flavors just kind of blend together to me.
I wish I was getting a little bit more of the cinnamon. But this is very good. And I thought I was going to have to, I smelled the booziness, but I'm not getting the alcohol burn from it. It went down very smooth. It's
incredibly smooth. There is a little bit of burn afterwards on my throat, but not like terrible.
I'm not getting that at all.
No. It's not like bad. It's not like a bad burn. It's just I can tell.
I also think it's weird that we're drinking this when it's like high 80s outside.
I'm already kind of sweating just thinking about it.
But it definitely has that strong apple taste to it, which I thoroughly enjoy. Man, this is a wide range of beers we did today.
It really was. I like that.
Let's go from a.
I like Lucas's fridge.
What? Yeah, you like my brain in the fridge?
Lucas's fridge.
I don't know if you can see.
Beer.
I have so much beer.
So much
I can't
beer.
wait for next weekend. I want most of this to go away.
Uh,
I don't know what do you think I should do about that? You see those cracks on the bottom right there? Like I have this fridge under warranty, but I don't want to go through the hassle of taking this all out, going to Best Buy, getting a new fridge.
does it have a freezer on it too, or is it just
No,
soft
because
fridge?
then if I had the freezer, I wouldn't be able to put as much beer in up at the top.
That's what I mean. I hate fridges that have a little freezer thing on top.
But they're fucking useless.
I'm not gonna put anything in there. And then everything that's around it gets frozen anyway. So it's like, what's the point?
The small one that I had before this, that had a little freezer in it, and that's what my parents got me.
Yours is like the one
college.
Yeah, it's a college fridge.
And
Like who's putting their
what am I going to do with the fridge? It didn't even freeze right.
It's good for ice. It's good for ice cubes. That's about it. And sometimes it even like gets that big mountain of frost in there,
Oh god,
and it takes up the entire thing. You're like, okay, what am I supposed to actually put in here? Yeah.
I tried putting stuff in that freezer like like the 90-cent microwavable pot pies, and it's just like it doesn't freeze. It doesn't it froze the outside, not the fucking inside. And that stupid little plastic door.
Oh my god, that doesn't actually work.
It doesn't.
What does it actually do? I ripped that off and I just said, no, you know what?
I should have just ripped the freezer out.
Just rip the freezer out. Does that work?
That was a
All
good
right.
fridge.
I'm waiting for this.
This,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a high S. High S, right before T. The only reason I'm not giving it a T is I just wish it had more of the cinnamon aspect of it. But I thoroughly enjoyed every aspect about this beer, other than that small, tiny detail.
Yeah, I'm still trying to see if I can get anything, but definitely good apple. I'm gonna go with just an S, no high or low. Just gonna go with an S, maybe middle S.
Okay.
I don't know. It's incredibly smooth. I like the apple. I don't really notice. Again, like I said, I don't like the apple and cinnamon thing kind of blend together for me, so I don't really know if I'm not getting cinnamon or not. I do like how incredibly smooth it is after smelling it and burning off my eyebrows, and I'm impressed by that. Yeah, so middle S. One. All right, so we want to move on to our beers of the
Yeah,
day.
let's go on with our beers of the day since we're doing this
We're
with
doing
the
it
sun
in
on.
daytime now.
It still messes with me.
Um,
All right, so with our beers of the day, this is just our. It doesn't have to deal with our Prost rating. It's just what we believe were the best beers of the day. And before we begin, I'm just going to take out.
yeah. So it's really at 3.
Yeah, Blood of the
Here.
Unicorn. I mean, hopefully we can get another can of it and give it like an actual try. I just don't think we'd be giving it justice.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair. So also we'll start at the lowest here. So for me, my lowest is probably just gonna be the 70 East.
My lowest is also going to be the 70s.
Yeah.
I mean, it was to me it was a very solid New England IPA.
Yeah.
I would have more of it.
I agree with that.
Absolutely, but it was just like compared to the other two.
Yeah, compared to the other two.
Compared to the other two.
Yes. Oh man. I mean,
This is gonna be
I
tough.
feel like it's gonna be so obvious. I feel like ours is already lined up.
Lined up. Yeah, I think so too.
My second one is gonna be the Igneous.
Ingenious.
Ingenious.
Yeah,
not
things are
igneous,
brain.
it's not an igneous rock. It's a genius. Anyway, the Apple Jacks. It was good. It was good. I think I'm kind of started out for a while because we did so many of them.
The end of stout season.
It is, and since you mentioned it's hot out, I'm kind of like, oh my gosh. Yeah. So I'm guessing it's the same for you, which puts us on our number 1 here.
Yeah.
Because Luke is paying me to do this.
Nope.
Yeah. Crooked can. Ooh. It's the slipped my rind.
Slipped my rind.
I love
The
that.
watermelon goza. I'm glad you like it so much.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. We need to, after this, go quickly stop and get some more.
Okay.
Phenomenal. Wow. I don't know, like when it comes to like this style of beer, I usually tend to go for the sours more like the gozas, and honestly, this saison, I don't normally ever go for, but I usually pick the sours over gozas. But this right here would be in a similar for anything. It's phenomenal.
All right, and with that, are you ready to do our cheers?
Cheers. Yeah.
It's tough. I don't know what beer I want to cheers with.
No, I'm just going with you guys.
Excuse me.
Well, I'm hoping this is going to be okay. So I just want to say cheers to all of those who have stepped forward. At the beginning of the podcast, we kind of had a deep personal conversation just about everything that's been going on in the brewing,
We also
craft brew industry.
Yeah, we also had a conversation about what we were even gonna like. Personally, I didn't want to not say anything about it, and I'm glad that we did say something about it, and I'm glad that
Bring more awareness to it.
yeah, bring more awareness to it, and I'm glad that people are coming forward with their stories
Yeah.
and the
So
bravery associated with that. That's just
it feels weird sharing this. I don't know if I truly want to share, but I do appreciate everybody that has come forward, and you've opened the door for other people that had a similar experience for them to come forward as well. So we do applaud you and your bravery. And so thank you. Let's go. Cheers.
my first cheers. It's kind of along the lines of what you cheers, but I was going to cheers Rat Magnet
Okay.
on Instagram for setting
Taking
up
the
this
initiative.
platform and taking the initiative and everything that honestly, it just giving these people a platform and a place for them to speak is remarkable. So this
Cheers.
one's to you, Rat Magnet.
Have any other cheers set aside?
I do not.
All right. Well, we'll give our cheers to all viewers, listeners, whether you're on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube. Did I miss one?
Nope.
I hit them all. Hit them all. All right. Cheers to you guys. We appreciate it. Without your support, we wouldn't be here. Cheers.
All right, and that brings us to an end of another episode of the Pine Pals podcast. Thank you so much for giving us a listen. And if you're on YouTube, I'm going to do that typical YouTuber thing.
Yeah, you got to point down here. You got to say go down,
subscribe,
and hit the little bell notification to get the notification stuff. We're good. We're YouTubers. We do that.
And on Spotify, you can also follow, and then you'll get notified now anytime that we drop a new episode. So,
as well as on Apple.
On Apple, I don't
the
know.
rating. It wasn't Apple.
Oh yes, on
rating
Apple,
goes
the 5-star rating
miles.
goes a long way.
Yeah.
So if you are on Apple, that 5-star rating does go a long way. So thank you so much, everybody, and we'll catch you next time.